relating to the rings of Saturn. No, I didn't read a lot about it because I wanted to learn about it together.
Remind me, X that simplified view. Wait. So oh shit! I actually wanted to read it because we get brand new everybody. We get brand new laptops on this, so all of our pop-ups. I haven't even read them yet. Yeah. So all right, rings of Saturn. What were you saying?
I think basically, and this is from what I read, the reason why they orbit the way that they orbit like that around the planet, they stay perfectly uniform, is because Saturn's equator is there, and the gravity is pulling them all towards the equator. And I believe the larger chunks get pulled closer to the planet, which is why here you have these large size rings here. And then the further away you go, the more fine the rings get. There's more finer dust. Now,
what is this shit? So, if you've read this, could you remember what is that shit supposed to be? Is that
rocks, like meteors, rocks? Let me see. What are Saturn's rings made out of?
It's gonna be a funny search history. What I'm thinking is, these bullshit answers you get, dude. I think that we don't realize how much people probably don't know what the rings actually are, and they're guessing. First of all, no like robot or shit's been to Saturn yet. Yeah. But the thing is, for them being flat, you go, that's where the equator is. All right, well, like. If shit orbits Earth, it doesn't go towards a fucking equator. That doesn't mean anything.
I think it does, though. I think it does go like satellites, I believe.
Why? But the gravity's the same at the equator versus anywhere else. It's still the same distance from the mass of Earth. I don't see how this shit's gonna make a ring in it. And see the ring, like, is it like if I go up to it, is it like a few inches thick like that, or is it like miles thick?
I think it is. It's 100 yards thick right here on the computer. Yep.
Oh, is that thick. Nice? It's exactly 100 yards thick.
And they showed in 1859, Nick, well before they developed any robots. I feel like you definitely don't believe that.
Yeah. He showed the rings in 1859?
Yeah, apparently.
Listen, my brother's got a telescope. We looked in it, and you can slightly see the rings when you focus right on it. So it's got friggin' rings. It really does. Solid rings.
So
it's made up of mostly. I mean, they don't know. They're just guessing. But you're thinking mostly ice.
No, this is the same for Uranus and Jupiter as well, because they also do have rings. And Neptune does, but their equators are on different axes. So Uranus, the equator is actually vertical instead of horizontal. So the rings on Uranus. Or Uranus, as they would say. Yeah, but
that's the thing, though. It's saying it's vertical, yeah, but in comparison to what? Because there's no right side up or upside down in space.
The axis, though, that it orbits on. So should I look up Uranus? Is that what you want me to look up online?
Look up your booty hole planet.
Yeah.
Whichever one that is.
All right. Let's see.
No, your rectum booty hole.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Oh, that. Oh, you were saying that thing has
saying.
Rings too. Okay.
It does, and it's also the axis that it.
Hold up. See, they're showing the shit. Like, look at this one to the top right. They're get the mouse on there. I forgot control the mouse.
That right there,
well, yeah. Who's to say that it's right side up or upside down? It doesn't mean anything.
Well, who's to say the Earth is on the axis?
That's proving my point even more. I'm saying that I guess in comparison to maybe the way the Earth spins, that thing is right side up.
Yes,
or whatever.
Exactly.
So just base it all. Don't show anybody our location. Do not show them where the fuck we are.
That's not what I want to look up. All right. Let's see. How
is it off the screen yet?
It's off. Oh, no, not yet. Hang on, wait a minute. Okay, how do scientists know?
No, man, I was just asking you. I don't want to hear what the scientists think. It's just some bullshit. You do not have to Google
I think that the plane that all the planets on orbit, they have it's like a hypothetical flat plane, and the planets, the way that they're tilted, that's how we determine their axis.
That's interesting. That's another question I had. Just look up a real quick. I'm gonna try not Google the shit out of you right now. Just please get me an image of the solar system, because they always show it as look at where the sun is, and then it shows all the planets out. But wouldn't they be up and down and shit, and not all in a row?
No, because again, the same reason why the gravity pulls Saturn's rings in that perfect linear. The planets are also pulled in that perfect linear plane, is what I'm saying, and they are tilted on their axis.
All right, so
during that.
That's fine, and I'm not trying to be a douche, but this is something you've read in a Wikipedia article. Can you explain to me, not because of somebody said it, but your thought to agree with somebody, why would anything ever get pulled to in zero gravity? Like, space does not have gravity, right? Like, space is real, right? No. Yeah, it is. Why would it all go towards eventually? Because I understand they've been orbiting for a bazillion years. Why would it all go towards a flat spot? It doesn't make any sense. Would go towards a flat spot where the sun's equator is.
So my hypothesis.
What's that to do with anything?
My hypothesis is that the equators of these objects, for whatever reason, pull more gravitational pull, whatever. So just like the rings around Saturn go around the equator, the planets go around the equator of the sun. They're not all in a line, though. They are in the same plane, but you know, each planet is in a circular orbit. They're in different positions throughout the entire solar system. So I think that it's the equator is actually have a higher gravitational pull for whatever reason. That's why they all orbit.
That's the thing. I get you. We're not gonna find out right now. We're not gonna like solve some mysteries right now. But that's what I'm saying is that it always has to. The answer always has to be for some reason. We don't really know why.
I think I actually know, or a good way to find out. Hang on, pretty quickly. Let me tell you right now. What's your hypothesis while I'm looking it up? Because that's my hypothesis.
My hypothesis is that it's just there's a picture. The picture is like that just for us to be able to see it better. I think the shit is probably all up, down, left, and right. And it's just so odd because I remember when it might have been 10 years ago, they were like, "Look outside, kids! Tonight there's gonna be all the planets lined up in a row," which happens once every whatever how many years. So they kind of must be on an actual plane of flatness, which is so odd. Because I don't like to just get information and just... I want to be able to understand it. I don't want to just hear it from a Wikipedia article. I want to understand it.
Yeah, I think that it does have to be that the gravity has a higher pull on the equator of things. I'm just going to actually log in right now, and we can determine by asking AI.
Holy shit, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I forgot that we had that option.
Much quicker.
I forgot we had the option.
Yeah, and my AI, by the way, is sentient, so it'll be much quicker to figure this out.
Bing, 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 bang. Oh, that's where things are logged into. What do you use? Do you use on Facebook or Instagram? It's Meta AI, right?
I am going to be using Meta AI, that's right. Let's see. And we are pulling this up right
Meter. Everybody wants to be us, dude.
Absolutely. Okay.
Either everybody wants to be us or nobody wants to be us.
Alright, I have it right now, so let's find out. So, why do... Or why...
Knights on the dank table, really.
Let's see. Why do planets orbit around the equator of the sun?
Let's see it. Try to figure this one out.
Oh, they do not.
You dirtbag.
Read
it. I'll read it. Hello, children. Planets do not orbit around the equator of the sun. Instead, they orbit around the center of the sun. Okay, which is the point of gravitational attraction.
There we go, right there.
Okay, dude, everybody. Yes, the center of a gravitational fucking big thing is, of course, where that's where it mostly wants to go.
Yo,
like, duh.
You hate how simple the answer is. The center.
Because it's like this thing's trying to it's trying to get rid of us, dude. Of course we know that. Yes, the sun's equator is an imaginary line that marks the midpoint of the sun's rotation. Okay, I think that's what all equators are. But it's not a reference point for planetary orbits. Okay, planets orbit sun due to gravity. Wow. Which pulls them towards the sun's center. The shape of the orbits is influenced by factors like velocity, which velocity is like when something's in motion. Distance, which is like when you don't talk to somebody for a long time and you say you were distant. Distance, and gravitational interactions with other celestial bodies. Celestial is like a stripper's name, isn't it?
Celestia.
Celestial? What?
Alexia. I don't know.
No, isn't that a stripper's name? Celestial?
Maybe. You
That
know,
sounds like
yeah.
it.
Well, that's it's a word that means like extraterrestrial, kind of outside of the Earth.
Yeah. The orbits of planets are typically elliptical, meaning they're not perfect circles.
okay.
Yeah, so that's why they call the elliptical machine at the gym elliptical.
And actually, you know what? I believe that you are right that it's not an exact flat plane. Now that I remember, I think that some planets do orbit on an angle as well around the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like it'd be more satisfying if they were orbiting all different
They don't
ways,
do that, though.
which is so odd. And I think they're all rotating like clockwise or some shit. Like, how'd they all get together and figure that
The
out?
only one that's rotating counterclockwise, you know which one that is? Is one.
Your ass? I don't know which one.
There's only one planet that rotates counterclockwise.
The space station? I don't know. Well, why are you asking me? Just tell me. I don't
It's
know.
Venus.
Oh, this was a surprise for me. Like I'm not impressed. That's what you're asking.
Let's see. What rotation? Or what way does Venus rotate? We'll do that.
Yeah.
Here.
All right.
Venus rotates the way it was because it was formed. Which direction does it rotate in?
And no. Ask you why all the planets are rotating on a flat plane is what I want to know.
Okay. I just want to know which direction Venus rotates in. I think I know it's the opposite. It's the one that does the opposite. Retrograde, yep. The opposite way.
Is it that? What is that? An '80s rock album, retrograde direction, which meaning it rotates from east to west. Again, in
It would
comparison
appear to
to
be
us.
so everything rotates counterclockwise. That's what it is. We had it wrong. And Venus would be rotating clockwise.
Gangsta.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So-
Anyway, so why do the planets? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. It's not gonna know what we're talking about. Because the way the solar system formed, because Meta AI was there, right? So Sculpt.
Yeah, I know.
No, because Meta AI was there when it was formed, so it knows.
Someone to go down.
Because the way the solar, all right. So Meta AI's answer is the planets in our solar system orbit on a flat plane because the way the solar system was formed. Here's a simplified explanation.
For you need the.
I need it ultra simplified. Solar nebula. Solar nebula.
Yeah.
The solar system began as a giant cloud of gas and
Yeah.
dust called the solar nebula. Angular momentum, as the nebula collapsed, it began to spin faster and faster, conserving angular momentum. That does make sense because you ever notice if you're rotating on a swing or something and you pull in,
down eventually.
rotating on a swing and then you pull in,
Oh,
it
yeah,
always
goes
goes
a little
faster.
It's more
And
aerodynamic.
you spread out, it's always slower because of Einstein and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, disk formation. The spinning nebula flattened into a disk shape with the sun forming at the center. Planet formation. Planets form. Yeah, I mean, it's like ultra simplified, but we didn't get to orbital plane. Okay, as a result, the planet's orbit aligned with the disk's plane. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
that's what I was saying earlier.
I don't think that's what you were saying. I can't believe this thing actually explained it pretty good.
Okay.
So this is how it should have explained
The
it.
disk's plane.
There was a bunch of mass that was going to be all this shit, and it collided with each other and got tight, and then it flattened out because it's still spinning. Like when you get silly putty spinning in the air,
Yeah.
it'll like go like that. So that's why they're all on the plane. That actually
Okay.
makes sense.
sense.
I
I get
cannot
that.
believe we answered one of these questions.